Hello, students. Some of you are having trouble going through the process of registering for Connect. I don't think it's hard. I think you're a little nervous, and so I want to go through those steps with you, okay? I am in my web browser. I am connected to the internet. You can be at whatever web page, doesn't matter. Now, as your instructor, I provided you with a very, very specific web address. Make sure that you have that web address correct. Type it out in this web address bar here. I'm going to hit enter. And right now, this is what the screen looks like. It's actually just been through an update. So verify that you are getting ready to register into the correct Connect section. Okay? You want to really double check that. Now, down here at the bottom, you'll notice it says register now. You may also notice that it recognizes my email address and password. That's obviously because I've been in the system several times before, but I'm not going to worry about that. Come over here, register now. See that? Okay. It says give us an email address. They want to know that because if you've ever registered before, they can connect all your accounts together. So maybe you use this in some other classes, right? But I didn't. So I'm just going to put in an email address, and I'm totally making this up. So this is a completely bogus email at hotmail.com. Could be anything. You need to write it down. You need to keep up with what, it does not matter what email address you use, but whichever one you use, this is going to become your login ID, so make sure you keep up with that. This is one of the key screens. If you bought an access card or the book bundle from the bookstore, you need to type in the code here. Let's say you have a prepaid credit card and you want to buy this online, right? Or you have a regular credit card. Somebody told me this works with a debit card, but you might want to test that out. Let's say you are still waiting and your financial aid has not been processed yet, but you're trying really hard and you know it's going to come through just any day now, something like that. Here's what you're going to do. Start the free trial. I'm going to click on this. This will give you 21 days so that you don't fall behind on your homework. It includes access to the ebook so that you can read as well as do, the ebook is for reading, but it also is the access to your homework, right, and to your test. Okay, it says you're registering for 3-week free trial. Double check that this is the correct textbook, for whatever course we're talking about. I might use this video for several courses, so just be, look for your book. Now, I need to go through and re-enter this. I would suggest that you type it carefully. bogus@hotmail.com. Now, I need to have a password. This, again, is something you need to keep up with, just so that, you don't use this account. Let me try to keep up with this. Now, see, I need to write that down because I'm probably going to forget that. In fact, I'm going to do it again just to make sure. Okay. Got it? I'm going to retype it. Right? Now, you're going to type your name. Demo student, right? So this is Demo Student's account. Ladies, I would ask, and this especially applies to us, and gentlemen too, actually, whatever email address or whatever name you put here, please make sure it agrees with the college roster. This will help me a lot when I go to post your grades, okay? Okay, we're going to pick out our, oops, I thought sometimes we're at the top there. There we go. Look, it knew it might know who I am. Let's see if it'll remember that. And I'm going to choose my college. There I am. We should be up here. Okay, so now it says if you forgot your username or password, we will use this information to retrieve it. Okay, so it says select a question. Here's a few questions. What are your hobbies? You can pick whatever question you want. Maybe your hobby is golf. Make sure you're going to remember what you said was your hobby. And how about this? How about a secondary email address? You can see that that's not required, but you could certainly put one in there so that it will email you if need be. You know, in fact, maybe I'll put in my Southwest email address, okay? You must accept the terms of use, and of course you can go through and read this. If you choose, you can also receive promotional emails. That's up to you. Now here's the trick. Complete my registration. You must click that button, and you must wait. Don't run off. It might take some time. Okay, now here's the next step. Let me caution you about this. You are not done yet. Click this. Go to my course. Now, it's going to let me know that my trial ends, and it's going to keep this, you know, going and going and going. This counter here for the date. Once your financial aid comes through, maybe you have the access card, maybe you're going to pay by credit card, you can go up here to my account and you can make payments so that you keep the same Connect ID, right? Okay, now I'm looking down the page here. I see there's a tutorial that I can work on, right? I'm going to expand all. I kind of like to see everything. And the chapter 1 work at the time of this video, the due date has already passed. Okay, can't do anything about that, right? But I can get started on the chapter 2 quiz or the chapter 2 interactive. So I'm going to show you this just really briefly. Okay, I'm not going to go through it. I'm probably not even going to read it. So I'll click that. Now I click Start Assignment. And some more instructions display. You would carefully read this. I told you I'm going quickly, but you're going to take the time to read it. I clicked OK, I got it. Now here comes my first quiz question. I don't know. I'm going to say something. I don't know. I'm not really reading. Now, I checked a box. I don't want to submit at this point because I've only answered one question. Look here where it says this is question number 1 of 20. Now, let me remind you, I am currently using the free trial, right? Okay. Now, I could save and exit and come back in, but I'm going to caution you, the clock is going to keep on counting down. But, you know, this is homework. You have multiple attempts, so you handle that however you want to. But when you're done, if you want it to be graded, you need to click Submit. Okay, so I'll do that one. I'll click on Next. Let's say B on that one. But you see that this is the quiz, and the quiz is multiple choice, right? I'm just answering A on the first B, and then, okay, whatever, right? I'm just, oops, did I click? I didn't even answer that one. Okay, well, we'll do that one then. Okay, so I answered a couple of them. Now I feel like I'm ready, and I'm going to click on Submit. It says you didn't answer a bunch of them, and I know that, so I'm going to click on Submit. All right, I got two. I got 2 of those answers right. Now, you see at this particular point, I do not have any detailed feedback, and some of you talked to me about that, so I'm going to enable that for you, but not immediately. In other words, as soon as you take the quiz, I don't want you going through seeing what the system says is correct and then immediately taking it hoping to get those exact same questions. I do have to tell you this, the pool of questions is well over 200. You're going to need to use your book. You're going to need to take some time, look through this, and figure it out. It's a study. Homework helps you to study so that you prepare for the exam. So I'm going to return to the assignment list. Now, I do want to point out some additional things for you here. And here's the first one. Okay, let me show you where it says See Report. All right, see that?